Hello everyone, Alchemicgree here. Welcome back to Dungeons & Dragons Before the Storm. Last video, we did the Rogue, and after doing the Rogue and realizing it was a relatively decent amount of time, I figured, hey, why the hell not? Maybe I should try the other one. So we're going to be going, I'm going to continue this in order of my favorite to least favorite. Rogues of the 5 are my favorites, so moving on to my second favorite is the Wizard. Wizards are studious magic users who wield spells fueled by the magic that permeates the cosmos. The lure of knowledge calls wizards to leave the sanctity of their libraries to explore crumbling ruins and lost cities. Yeah, that's me. Let's see, I got intelligence, dex, and con. Ooh, 3 things. Arcana, history, insight, investigation, perception, not bad. And 8. That can't be right. That can't be right at all. Wizards should only have a D4. So I should have and even though I have a +2, that should be 6. Huh. Did they change it to a D6? Huh. Interesting. Oh well. 8 hit points at level 1 as a wizard is just godly. Like, you would need to have, very powerful constitution to pull that off. Alrighty. Oh, I'm a high elf. Elves are people of grace, long-lived and passionate. In the earliest days of the multiverse, the first high elves settled in the Fey Crossings, places where the natural world and the fantastic realm of magic and emotion known as the Feywild touch and overlap. The high elves magically took on the characteristics blending both worlds, your faculty with language and your innate understanding of useful magic are part of that magical adaptation. Very nice, very nice. Your early life was spent as a sage. Your parents identified your magical talents early in your life and arranged for you to be apprenticed to a kindly wizard in the city of Neverwinter. You excelled at your studies and forged friendships and rivalries with other apprentices. You always had a particular knack for wielding flashy, energetic forces, so you focus your study on the School of Evocation. Okay? Cool, we're talking about now subclasses. Let's begin. After graduation from your apprenticeship, you and your peers went your separate ways to focus on different studies. You have been working at the Archive Annex, and it hasn't been what you hoped for. Books and scrolls must be maintained, organized, and cataloged. Little happens out of the routine, but you sneak into reading between the chores. The reprieve of the tomes offer a sanctuary from the dull and grueling realities of archiving. Very true. The Archive's head librarian is a meticulous supervisor and occasionally cruel taskmaster. Some days she seems to relish getting in your way just so she can scold you for your supposed ineptitude. Ugh, God, I know that feeling. Okay. Black Lake District, the Archive Annex. As you stare out the window, the clack of a pebble against the glass catches my attention. Below, a scrawny elf in tattered clothes waves at you with one hand and holds up a letter in the other. They beckon you to the street outside. You've seen covert messengers deliver similar letters in the city. They are often hired by clients hoping to not draw attention, but has never had one for you. What could be in such a letter, and who could have sent it? Alright, let's meet this courier. You walk into the street to meet the waif. They wave you into a nearby alley. Where do you think you're going? The hissing voice of the head librarian, Cassima, calls just behind you. A strong reptilian hand swings around you. The head librarian is a dragonborn with blue scales dressed in wizard robes. I didn't say you can go anywhere. Oh boy, well. Okay, well, what happens next? Oof, God, it's all terrible. I am definitely not going to ask her for a break. I'll return inside. I'm going to sneak out. Let's see. Let's try to be sneaky. Oh, God, the DC's 15. I have to have an above-average roll to succeed it. Oh, my God, yes! Oh, dirty 20, thank God. You walk back into the library, motioning one moment to the messenger outside. The matron insistently repeats the chores that need to be done, but eventually leaves you be and stands near the front door, ready to greet those who enter or to stop you. However, there is another way out, a window on the first floor that you've used to sneak away many times before. You wait until she isn't looking, then pull the box over and slip away into the street. Very nice. You follow the elf back into an alley and they duck into the shadows. I've got a letter for you. They wave it out for you as you draw near. They cup out their hand, gesturing for coin in return. Yeah, I'll give them a copper. They did a fine job. Pull a copper from your purse, drop in the hand. Thank you kindly, the courier says, and hands the letter carefully. Once the transaction is complete, they dart off through a hole in a fence. Okay, and as you turn the letter, it's sealed with plain wax. Let's crack that seal. You break the seal, unfold the letter, and read it. To my dear friend, I'm sorry we haven't spoken more since graduation, but I bring the best news now. I've discovered a great well of lost knowledge, and I need your help to uncovering its secrets. You were always the best at this sort of thing. My research on Stormwreck Isle leads me to uncover an ancient and magical observatory. To think it was built so long ago, but so close to where we met. Our teacher at the academy would never believe such a thing was only a stone's throw away. You must come to Dragon's Rest and plumb the depths of this ancient knowledge. I'm coming to meet you in Neverwinter. Meet me in the hold of the beached Leviathan. I will tell you more there. Your friend, Shale Sweetwater. Aww, let's go. Screw the librarian. Alright, to the docks. You walk the docks of Black Lake District looking for a ship. You ask someone which boat is the beached Leviathan. They point you back into the city. It's a tavern, actually. I'm not very street smart, am I? You continue onwards until you're faced with a tavern masquerading as the bow of a merchant ship. You step inside and follow the sound of revelry up the stairs. You come to a floor marked the Hold and look around. A barkeep is sweeping up from a recent party, but you don't see your friend. Gonna study this letter for clues. Oh yeah, big brain time. You read the letter again and again. Your friend was always kind of mysterious, but it seems like you got all the letter's information from your first read-through. An hour goes by, then another, then another. Your heart begins to ache. Eventually you give in to the thought that Shale isn't coming at all. Just then, you overhear Shale's name from another table. Two people speak in hushed tones in language unknown to you. Well, let's understand this conversation. You whisper the incantation for a spell to understand their conversation. You begin to listen. Their words sound familiar. They speak of a secret arrangements and covert passengers to Stormwreck Isle and mention the small cloister known as Dragon's Rest that resides on the island. Eventually, one reveals that your friend has been found dead in a cloud of toxic green smoke. Oh no. You barely hold back tears as you listen. You close your eyes to gather yourself and then look up. The two people are gone. What do? I'm following. I'm chasing after them. No, I'm not. I'm losing them. Start to get up, your feet won't move. You crumble under the weight of the news from what feels like an eternity. Eventually, you head back to the archive annex. And where have you been? The stern voice of the Dragonborn calls. Casima's demeanor changes as she sees tears in your eyes. She closes her eyes, lifts her fingers to her temples, begins to massage them slowly. It seems your absence created undue stress for her, even if she would loathe to admit it. Why don't you just take the rest of the day off? We could discuss your punishment in the morning. You give her a low bow and retire to your quarters. With a slam of the door, you throw yourself onto the bed and begin gathering your things. Dragon Rest is where you must go. My dear friend. You pack up what little belongings you have. You've been so busy with the library you haven't had time for much else. Alright. Okay. With the pack over your shoulder, you consider how you break the news to Kasama, though there's no doubt she's up late with her pet rat planning out the next day's chores. Yeah. Although you're leaving, you might want to maintain good relations with you two. I'm telling her I'm leaving. You know what? She didn't punish me. Maybe she could be reasoned with. Alright. You raise your head up, walk to the headlight bearing. Kasama, you stand before. I have to leave, and I'm not coming back. I know you've tried to do what's best. I'm sorry, but this is goodbye, you stammer. And as you turn to leave, you can feel the scaly claw reach for your collar and retch you backwards. You can't leave. Not after all I've done for you. Pulls you in to steal your spellbook out of your bag. Nostrils fail. You can earn it back after about maybe 2 or 3 years. Like, you know, I'm grieving. So you know what? Shocking grasp. Just don't die. Shocking grasp. And that's a fail. Oh, God. No. You whip up and let loose, but your hand goes astray, narrowly missing her chin, sending webs of electricity over her shoulder. The rodent familiar, perched on her shoulder, leaps away to avoid your attack and crashes into the side bookcase with a thud. Kasama casts a spell on her rat familiar, and it grows enormously, and now stands facing you, easily over 6 feet. Sick 'em, Gurmot tries to chomp down. With its giant teeth, it bites into me. Oh, shit. Okay. Ow. Okay, you know what? Okay, so I've pissed away a cantrip. I've pissed away a first-level spell. Hopefully I cast as a ritual. Probably didn't. Magic missile. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Alright, raise my hand, speak the arcane words. I blast it with the things. The rat's knocked backwards, panicked and squealing. Scrolls and manuscripts spill into the hall as the rat rampages around the annex. The librarian screams and horn, gives chase to Gurmont. I head out into the dark of the night, hurdle myself up, and wait until morning. Alright. Huddle myself up. There we go. Set sail as... Along the docks of the Black Lake district, you find a haggard ship's captain by the name of Drowse, who agrees to ferry you to Dragon's Rest. You book passage for the next day, gather your belongings, and board the vessel. At dawn the next day, you set forward. Whew! Feels a little shorter. Okay, well, let's see what I did! Alright, I survived. I tipped the messenger. I got hit hard with the news of my dead friend. I made a magical mess in the library. But, hey, you know what? I did pretty decent, I think. I did pretty decent. I got bit, but I'm not dead. Probably could have attacked and missed and could have been a big thing. But, you know, magic missile is just that it automatically hits. And after that electric attack failed, I needed to just say, screw it. Alright, so, that was the wizard. That was kind of fun. I'm curious how the rest are going. So, thank you all so much for watching. Share, subscribe, let me know what you think. Leave comments below, and I'll be with you next time. Thank you, and goodbye.